I bet this chat is like probably 50% of you pulled them. I bet they're 50% socialists. Also, I think I said this in the past with like 60% conviction. I say this with 90% conviction now. Socialists, you should treat them as Nazis. They are just as cancerous and toxic for liberalism as Nazis are. You should treat them the same way. These people are not your friend. They're not your ally. They don't advocate for a form of government that would tolerate you. They would just as easily co-opt your liberal systems to enslave and murder you and your family or whatever, given the opportunity to. It's what they've done historically, and it's what they...
I mean, how many times have we seen Tinky say, "Oh yeah, we got to line them up in like on a wall," right? How many times have you heard that? Like, fuck. So you support like a strong central government, a one-party state. You support like what do you support? You support a pruning, a culling of certain ethnic cultures and certain like groups of people. You support like a beheading, a mass beheading of aristocrats and capitalists and bourgeoisie, right? You support like central planning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That sounds a lot like Nazis to me, okay?
encoded
Yeah.
speech talk about going forward. Like, you shouldn't tolerate these types of people if you care about liberalism broadly. If you are a socialist, well, fucking God bless you, you know, obviously these are your friends. But if you're not, like, it's just it's kind of weird to have a podcast called Lib and Learn.
Yeah. How's this live and learn?
If your audience is like half socialist, but maybe they're not. I don't know.
It makes no
Are socialists
sense.
and communists
I
different?
agree.
No.
It makes no sense.
What about Dem socks that advocate for democratic reform to get to socialism? As long as we're okay with like not socks, like Nazi socialists or whatever, I guess, that are national socialists. No, that's cringe and bullshit. All of it ends up as like fucking coded language anyway. How many sock dems and dem socks have gone on to just basically become fucking tankies, right?
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit.
You know, it's a pretty fair read of these things, if you ask me.
Dude, it's like, fuck, I see this in my own server, right? Like, it's just, fuck. Because the thing is that, like, I mean, I can sit here and talk about, like, how, you know, how different Fire and Wintermute is, right? But at the end of the day, yeah, they are on the same side. It's just so cringe. Like, how could you side yourself with the person who's, like, pro-Stalin?
It just
Like,
conceded
what the fuck? So, what? Okay.
Well, this guy said, you guys keep defending it by what happens in lower consequence elections. I mean, just nod
but
and
they're
say,
fun.
I can see where you're coming from, but
It's
no,
your
they wanted
fault,
a box.
okay?
He was running against Andrew Cuomo, dude. How'd you say Trump supporter?
Just so you know, okay, if it weren't for me, they probably would have been banned a long time ago, okay? Just FYI, okay? The reason I want them in that server is because they engage in discourse that drives server activity up, okay? In addition to driving server activity up, they're kind of like server pets, you know? Like the hamster is going to be a little feisty from time to time, but the server helps like distract them from voting, okay? Because thank God they are not voting, okay? Because I mean, it's not like they were going to vote anyway, but they would probably vote for Trump, all right? The server's got to serve as a bourgeois distraction, okay?
He would rather have fascists than progressives. That F word, fascist, is a huge indicator sometimes that you're talking to socialists, because when they say fascist, what they mean is all liberal. Anybody that's not a socialist is what they mean.
That's true.
That these are close elections. So even if it did move the needle point.
And if it weren't for your donations, this wouldn't be possible, which is why exactly you should donate, okay? Super chat, membership, Streamlabs donos, okay? These things all help, all right? These things all contribute to everything, actually, okay? Without donos, I wouldn't exist, the server wouldn't exist, the channel wouldn't exist, you guys wouldn't be spending here every night watching me, you guys wouldn't, you know, there'd be no white noise, there'd be no Foodshops white noise, calling Wick out, okay, on his bullshit, all right? Listen, okay, your donations are everything, okay? Remember that, okay? So remember that when you consider donating a super chat or a membership, all right?
Oh, here's one, a lib guy. Any of them say shit about the Druze getting genocided this weekend by 150,000 Arab Muslims? Uh-oh.
%. That could be outcome determinative. So in
Did Kamala Harris and her campaign do to pander to the left, far left wing of the party that cost her centrist viewers? Maybe we didn't have the centrist voters in the first place. Maybe that's why we lost. Because at this point, if you're still moderate, you're a fucking moron. That's why. Okay. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry what to say this. If you're moderate, you need to get checked out for a brain deficiency, because that's the only reason why you might be a moderate at this point. Okay. If you're a moderate at this point in time and you're not sure whether or not Trump is better, I'm sorry that you've been living under a rock all this time. Keep living under a rock, because I no longer want to appeal to you. I think the only people that I want to appeal to are people who are already Democrat and are willing to vote for Biden Harris at a drop notice. They just need some motivation and they need some time off work. Okay, period. All right, fuck, I'll pay for their time off work. All right, like, period. It's just like I just don't think it's worth like fucking like appealing to these people anymore. Like strategically. Okay, that's not what moderate means. Okay, I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm using moderate in the sense that of everyone else in society using the word moderate, not like some kind of philosophical short fat otaku sense.
In my mind, it should not just like.
There's a vicious fight in the chat. Oh man.
Tally getting strays.
You shouldn't just have this instinct to be like.
Tally backs me up. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because even Tally herself said, "Hey, I don't even know if it works towards like appealing to people like me. I don't even know if it's a good strategy to appeal towards people like me, because it might not be a good use of the Dems' time." Which, yeah, hello, spitting.
Like, wow, that's just them being.
But isn't burning the bridge?
It should
Isn't
piss
pissing them off?
you off that they do this. It should piss you off because you like this candidate and you want to see her succeed.
Yeah,
that's why I'm like, why aren't you angry that this happens?
So I can
respond or is that?
So I was gonna say, so I do get pissed when online content creators, including the Vanguard or whoever it is, from Brown and Joy Gray to the Vanguard, indicate that they're not going to, when push comes to shove between themselves or between a Democrat and a Republican, back to Democrat. That is really frustrating. It does piss me off. Of course, it pisses me off. But for me personally, because they are the more proximate teammate, I keep my focus on the right. And I think the next part of the conversation, which we don't have time to get into,
They don't view you that way though, little bro. Like, do these people not understand that? You're not on their team. Yeah. You're like an obstacle to be overcome. You are a group to be converted, or you're ultimately people to be subjugated and destroyed. Like, they don't view you like socialists, like hard lefties do not view you as allies.
Human beings.
You're an obstacle who needs to win their vote, which means exclusively supporting other socialist candidates.
Because we got to, I've got to hard out in 15 minutes, and maybe this is for the next time we discuss and Live and Learn, is what do you think is the optimal use of time here? Because the
optimal use of time is if you call yourself on the left, you should support the left fucking candidate. If you can't have that, then what the fuck then you should all just be independents. Don't call yourselves liberals. If we can't unify around a political party, then you're not doing politics. Then rename the show to something else, or rename your job or whatever you want to do. Like, welcome to the Virtue Signal Club, or welcome to the social group, or welcome to the activist society. Activism and all that, by the way. I'm trying to throw it under the bus. Activism and social club.
And and why would you even call it Live and Learn? Again, yes, that's true. Why would you even call it Live and Learn? It's such a good name. It's such a good name, and you're dragging it through the mud. For what? For what reason? You're dragging such a good name like Live and Learn through the mud? Really? It's such a good fucking name. Why would you mess it up? It's such a great name. Fuck me, dude. If anything, I'm pissed at that.
Clubs and groups and all these things are important, but it's not politics. Don't pretend that it is, because you're confusing people that are actually trying to do politics.
Should you dedicate your entire time? Should we dedicate our entire times to critiquing the left? Or are you failing?
I'm not saying that.
Well, I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm asking you, right? Because I think part of your frustration is you don't think...
Like, it's crazy that, like, we're saying, well, as liberals, shouldn't we be a little bit more willing?
Also, again, I'm gravely disappointed in Josiah, okay? Out of everyone here, he has the most the most of the audience. He probably has more audience than all three of them combined, okay? All three of them combined. Dude. It's... He should be doing better. He should be smarter than this. Like, is it not Live and Learn, or is it the Vanguard? Like, which one is it? Is it the Vanguard, or is it Live and Learn?
To accept socialists who are definitionally illiberal and opposed to liberal, shouldn't we be willing to accept them in our movement? Meanwhile, socialists are like, are 80% of liberals fascists, or is it actually 100% of liberals that are fascists? Like.
I am, dude, you know what? Someone said this the other day. I'm literally gonna start like calling, I'm literally gonna start calling Ruminate, pandering politics, okay? I'm done calling him pondering politics. I'm gonna call him pandering politics. Okay, live and lie.
Criticize that we openly criticize the left enough, the dissident left, for Jessica Fortini and Kyle in the Vanguard when they oppose Democrats. I would be curious what you think the optimal time share of that would be.
I
And
can
also, well, wait,
I can give you a percentage of time.
well, I understand, but I'm not asking you for a specific percentage. But like, what sort of things would you like to look at? And also, is your own approach open to critique? Because if you're out here slugging with these people, you know, calling them stupid or whatever, are you actually persuading them, or are you causing them to double down?
You need me in that mud.
This is the most brain rot fucking argument I've ever heard in my life. This is like some guy punches you like 5 times and you're like, I'm tired of getting beat up, and then you punch him back and like, well, aren't you just contributing then to the violence? I noticed that you said you didn't really like fighting all the time, and I just saw you swing back. So like, aren't you kind of doing the exact same thing that other guy's doing? Aren't you really engaged in the exact same?
Oh no, it is truly the Israel-Palestine of politics, dude. Gaza be like shoots some fucking rockets, all right, some fucking flabby docile rockets, not docile, fuck me dude, not docile, like some fucking like floppy dick rockets, and then Israel just like hits back harder, and then the Hamas is like, why would you do this to us?
Type of behavior that you criticize. Ooh, sorry bro, looks like you just lost your moral high ground because you just did the exact same thing that guy's doing. So looks like you really can't complain about fucking anything anymore. Sorry bro, like looks like you just destroyed your whole fucking argument.
Well, wait a minute.
You need me in that mud. Somebody's got to do it.
No.
Maybe hold on.
Maybe you can make the case. Wait a minute. Maybe you can make the case that somebody. Maybe you can make the case that somebody needs to be critiquing these arguments. But is your approach optimal? Are you too combative? Are you too like are you blocking? Is it bad to block?
Like, and then again.
No, he is optimal. What are you talking about? He's fine. From what I've seen, he's fine. Why do they think there's a problem here?
It's a misunderstanding in magnitude as well. Like, is Hutch being too combative? If AOC had her tweet and then like Kyle Kalinske tweeted out, you know, like, I saw AOC's position on this and I'm a little bit disappointed. I wish that we could take a more strong stance on Israel. I hope that if we have more power in Congress going forward, that we can do something to curb the amount of aid that we send them as long as they engage. Like, if it was something like that, okay, fine. Yeah. Like, if Hutch was having this response, I'd be like, okay, Hutch, chill, bro. Like, you can criticize your own party sometimes. It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. All right. But when the tweets are like, this is pathetic. And like, she's
telling the people with the most popular channel. No. Josiah is the one with the largest audience. Just mainly because Hutch's audience, like, he transitioned from a gaming channel to a political channel, which I think fucked him in the algorithm. All right. So it would be Josiah that is consistently like political. So therefore he has like the most effective large channel. A genocide supporter. Israel. She's supporting the genocide. She won't even take a strong stance against Israel. You're 500 million Palestinian children have been killed. And it's like, and you're like, hey, you guys are not helping. And it's like, huh, you're saying they're not helping? Aren't you not helping by saying they're not helping though? Like, you're saying they're complaining. Aren't you complaining now by complaining about their complaint? Like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess.
Block people like Ogre Boy instead of like having persistent conversations with him and try to like.
He's out. I don't want him in the coalition. Right. Do your own party. Do your own thing.
But isn't that sub?
Why does socialism and the left get wrapped together if you feel so strongly against it? Genuinely curious. I don't know what happened, but for a long time, okay, the left tries to call the right Nazis, and what does the right do? Who knows? What does the right do about the term Nazi? Who's followed any politics in America for the last 30 fucking years? What do?
They owned it. Wait,
people are saying they become Nazis, but that's not true. Mr. Comment got it. They redefined Nazi to mean leftist. Nazis? That's not us. Excuse me. Nazi actually means National Socialist. So Nazi's actually left-wing. We can't possibly be Nazis because Nazi's a left-wing ideology. It can't possibly be it. Hitler was a leftist. They call it National Socialist, right? And then for 30 years, Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, Michael Savage, George, all the neocons, all these people have been calling leftists and left-leaning people socialists, and now they're like, oh, maybe we are socialists actually. LOL, LOLXD, and now a lot of them have become like actual ML tanky. A lot of them, the younger activist community, right? So when people try to brand the right with this like Nazi label, like they literally for fucking decades are like, well, actually Nazis are leftists. That can't be us. And then when it happens to the left, like, okay, fine, we'll be this. We'll take this label on. And now there's like people on the left don't even know what the fuck socialism means. So half of them are preying on the stupidity of other liberals who call themselves soc dems. And it's like, oh yeah, you're a soc dem because you like social health care. That has nothing to do with socialism. And then the right will will be like,
boy.
actually, you guys are socialists because you like social health care. It's like, no, it's not. Excuse me. We spent the whole time under Obama fighting this label of socialism. Just because we support, like a public option or a single payer system or high minimum wage has nothing to do with fucking socialism or seizing the means of production. And we fought against that for a long time. But now they were like, yeah, actually, yeah, these are the first steps to socialism. Then we could be socialists. Like, what?
Optimal? Isn't that suboptimal that you're
No,
shutting down?
because you're giving them good faith, bro. Overboard's not good faith. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying like, oh, he's persuadable? He gets off on this fucking shit.
Yeah.
You understand? Like he's not.
So I'm
persuadable.
confused.
Like,
What do you think? So you think that shitting on these content creators will convince their audience to vote to back you?
At the very least, we can eject them from the movement and build our own movement, right? Like what these guys are suggesting is the equivalent of a 160-pound guy having to box somebody who's 200 pounds in 6 months, and he needs to gain 40 pounds, and he's like, okay, putting on that much mass and eating even fat maybe is going to be difficult. I'm going to get cancer, and holy shit, let's fucking go, boys. And it's like, hold on, is getting cancer really like the best way to do this? Like, what? I need to get mass. I gotta grow, boy. I need to get some fucking weight on me. And it's like, is cancer really the best way to do it, though? Right? The socialists are literally a fucking cancer in your party. They are an absolute cancer. And the idea that we need to keep all of that cancer here Oh,
okay. Listen, Destiny is incorrect on this. Cancer makes you lose weight, okay? A lot of times, a sudden weight loss, a sudden great weight loss. So the example here is, I need to lose weight. Okay, I guess like getting cancer is the good way to do this, okay? All right, I need to lose weight, getting cancer. Oh shit, I gotta fight this eternal chronic illness that I have now. Okay, well, better fucking lose like fucking 20 pounds, 40 pounds from cancer. Okay, then yeah, it's probably not go away. Like, or it's like, oh, I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight. Okay, I better simulate the existence of a fucking concentration camp Jew back in the Holocaust, okay? Is that really the best way? Well, I mean, they did lose a lot of weight, right? Nice, like, okay.
to have a bigger body? It doesn't make any sense. Nobody on the... What is the conservative equivalent to this? What is the Republican equivalent to this? We can't excise. They cut off like some of their most loyal fucking people. You're McCarthy's. I feel like nobody remembers how much of a fucking Trump dick suck this McCarthy guy was. Am I crazy? And I'm sure there are other names too. I can't think of off the top of my head, but there are other people too who are like fucking the MAGA movement, the MAGA cause, who get kicked out because they're not loyal to the party anymore.
So if I like Hassan,
Cancer makes you lose weight. The same with socialism. Oh my, that's bars. That's bars. Cancer makes you lose, dude. I just came up with the best fucking... Hold on. I gotta tweet this out. Oh. Ah. Communism is a lot like cancer. They both make you lose weight. Based, dude. Oh, yeah. Based. Oh, yeah. This is it. This is bars.
you come in and act like a
I get emails all the time about this. I'm just telling you, like behind the scenes, I get more emails now saying thank you for like pulling me out of that thing than
I also get emails like this, and it's hard to say who's what and you know how many are represented, whatever. But like,
Dude,
I do get and Instagram DMs for people who are like, hey, I have a whole bunch of conservative coworkers and I feel fucking insane. And then when I turn on like socialist shit and it seems like everybody downplays everything, I feel insane. And sometimes I feel like hearing you scream at people actually makes me feel good because I feel like a little bit more sane. Or it feels like there is a center left voice, or there's a center left people out there, okay? They just need you to stand a little bit taller on business. And standing tall on business.
It's also crazy because like these people will gaslight you, right? Like the entire time, every single time. I feel like every single time Hutch like brings up this topic, like there's constantly gaslighting Hutch into thinking that it's not like that big of a deal, but it is that big of a deal, is it? Right? It is actually that big of a deal.
This doesn't mean making a whole bunch of concessions to a bunch of fucking loser socialist fucks who would rather see your party burn to the fucking ground than support somebody that they don't have 100% ideological alignment with.
I ever did with MAGA. That's just my personal experience. And I just want to rewind the clock a second ago because you said like the Vanguard are like what did you say? We're in close proximity to them, and
they're a more proximate ally than right.
I don't even know if that's true. Like, imagine saying that The people who wouldn't even support the candidate for president are your close allies? That's crazy. That's wild. That's insanity.
I'm a guy. What? Fuck. Coffee time. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted Foodshops membership, dude. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. 5 gifted memberships. That's a lot. W coffee time. W coffee time. W coffee time. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, buddy.
That's crazy. What?
Dog. Do you guys understand? When they came on our podcast last week, they accused the Democratic Party of being a rotating villain who secretly don't want to do anything for voters.
We pushed on them.
They also
they voted
But
for
how are
Kamala and
those? How are
Oh, come on, dude. Come the fuck on, dude. You can't be serious. A moderator hid one of your posts in the download ban. A moderator hid one of the posts in the download ban. Okay, who among the fucking Twitter DGG group is a fucking wick dick sucker? Which one of you guys is this? Who is it? Someone there is a wick dick sucker. That must be true. Fucking optics cuck. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
these people like allies when they're telling their audience?
they're
But
calling
you're not hearing what, this is where you're not hearing what I'm saying. I said that they are more proximate allies than the right, and they
Well,
are. I'm
friends
right, you're
like
wrong.
this.
I'm right, and you're fucking wrong about this. I'm right, and you're wrong. You will never, ever be able to refute it. It's a perfect position. The Vanguard are more likely, shut the fuck up. The Vanguard are more likely to vote. The Vanguard,
Oh, they don't like orbiter infighting in the Twitter group? Really? Okay, all right. If so, I didn't know about that.
Than like full-throated
Wait,
MAGA.
Are you serious?
Like, the actual argument here is the Vanguard would be better for us if they were on the right.
Listen, there's a reason why it was me, because you didn't go hard enough on Wick. I feel like I'm like the hardest ever on Wick. I feel like, okay, if I go any harder, I'll get banned from YouTube. Okay, on God. Yeah, Wick is an orbiter. Technically, he is. I'm not an orbiter though, right? Like the thing is that I'm not even an orbiter, so I don't even know why this applies to me. You know. You know, for obvious reasons, there's a reason why my brand is an FGG. Maybe, you know, there's probably a reason why it's not FGG. Yeah. Just tuning in. Why is r/Destiny Hayden? Ugh, they didn't like how anti-optics I was. Okay. You're in an orbiter. You're just a little bit of an exile. No, I wasn't ever an orbiter. An exile implies that I was exiled from the orbit, but I was never in orbit. I only started appearing on people's radar just only because of the algorithm. That's it.
That's the reality. They can
All I do is cover Destiny. Okay.
500 million other right-leaning content creators, and then if you're a center-left person on the left, then you just you go and listen to.
I would have expected r/Destiny to be anti-optics. No. They only apply that to Daddy Destiny. Okay, they don't apply it to anyone like adjacent of Destiny. Like if it's Destiny, then they'll be like, Destiny is spitting. Okay, if it's not Destiny, they'll be like, dude, Foodshops, this motherfucker, dude, how could you be so mean? Ninja, you defend Destiny on this like yesterday.
Somebody else that might actually push you to voting for a Democrat. That's more fruitful than people that are occupying your fucking space, okay? That are occupying your space. If you wanted to give a presentation on Black history in America, and you only had 5 people at a school to do a Black history presentation, and one of those people was fucking Candace Owens, I'm not Black, but my guess is they would say, we would rather just have 4 people.
You're a Wick orbiter, sorry to tell you. That's crazy work.
Doing the presentation. Candace Owens can go and do the White History Month crowd, and we'll just do it as 4 Black content creators. We don't need her. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you. Are some Black people probably going to leave this? That's fine. They can go over there with the other people. We don't need to have an alliance, a bridge with her.
Look, I totally understand why Destiny goes on a fucking purge, banning a bunch of people in r/Destiny all day, okay? I understand now. I understand why he gets pissed, okay? I saw the post in the subreddit where you talked to Hutch about Destiny, but I was appreciating that you're here for us West Coast night owls. I'm also here for the Europeans, okay, and the Asians. All right.
Just because she looks like us. Much the same that you don't need to alliance people that don't support the fucking party just because sometimes they call themselves liberal or liberal adjacent.
Look, all I'm gonna say is that too many people stream during the window that Destiny streams, so you have to like pick one or whatever. Why? Why compete? Why compete? Just be in the time frame like okay? Just stream during this time.
Serious? You're
Well,
hey, who voted for the fucking Democrats in the last election, Hutch?
I am making.
Again, I win, you lose, because Rob Noor voted for Trump and the Vanguard voted for Kamala. You
Did the Vanguard guys say they voted for Kamala? I thought they were indifferent or mixed-ish on this. I don't remember. If they voted for her, I mean, oh, that's better than not, I guess. But even so, this reluctant support of the candidate is also, they did say that, oh, that's good at least. The reluctant support for the candidate isn't good enough either, though. It has to be support. You can't feel like you're a cringe lord supporting the fucking candidate. But if they did vote for her, that's at least better than I thought it was.
fucking vindicated my point.
I think we misheard. Josiah, we misheard. Hutch, I know that you didn't say, and you didn't say that Rob Noor's a better ally
I'm
like
not
you,
being
right?
serious.
Yes.
I'm saying that Rob Noor is closer because
He did say it. He did say it.
No, I'm not being serious. I'm saying like because he's been willing to like criticize some of the
Walking
Epstein stuff or whatever. He's like closer to me than like MAGA. You know what I mean? But do you understand the problem of content creators?
Wait, what's your wait?
Do
Hang
you
on.
understand the problem of a
What's
content
your point
creator
about Rob Noor?
day in and it doesn't matter. It's a stupid fucking joke. It literally doesn't matter. Do you understand the significance or the meaning?
He's
the
farming us, Josiah, because he
impact-
knows that these debates do
the
well on his channel.
impact-
He's farming us.
The impact that a content
is
creator has
practice.
when they go and they make a video, and every single time they open their mouth about the Democrats, they're telling their audience that the Democrats are just as evil as Republicans. They just
Two sides, the uni party. They're literally a uni party. They are all special interest backed, all APAC backed. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Imagine you fed that rhetoric